Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Harakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great most on the rule well, and Shalom to all the brothers doing the way to Syrian truth. Uh, yeah, just gonna be talking about this. You just had come in multiple, multiple nations basically cutting off the Russian oil, and I believe the UK as well said they're looking to cut off gas by the end of 2022. And that's it's imagine. I say imagine. It's reality. You don't even have to imagine. You just have to check the news. It's already been a what they call it, energy crisis. There's already been an energy crisis in what do you call it, in the UK and other places as well. In general, the price has been going up. There's been in the news like since the whole conflict kicked off. In parts of the US, the price of gas, as the Americans call it, has been going up to where it's hitting in places like $5 a gallon, which is when that's when it gets peak. But what do you call it as well? I think in the UK already the diesel price has been going up. So boy, and this is the thing, is people already been losing their mind about the price increases, like 200-400% price increases on energy. They're lucky it's going into spring, but we'll see, because you might get one of them spring chills where it becomes frosty as hell, and then it's just gonna be peak. It's gonna be immense. People are gonna be feeling all kinds of fruit, and that's gonna affect like the bottom line of a lot of nations, man. Yahoo News, what is it, Bloomberg. So it says UK plans to ban Russian oil imports in new sanctions move. It said most crude. Can I open it? No. It says crude dependency. Most of Europe's eastern countries still depend on Russia for more than half of their crude imports. And then what is 80% plus? Fucking hell. So Finland, through as hell. What the fuck is that country? I can't even remember. I said Latvia. So if that's... Nah, I'm not that familiar with fucking Eastern Europe. But what? Poland, Jesus. Poland, so it'll be Czechoslovakia. So Czech Republic, Slovakia, Hungary, Bulgaria. And what the fuck is ROU? I can't even fucking remember. I'm fully forgotten half these countries. And then what? Like 60% as well. Hella countries. Turkey was Turkey in the 60. Oh wait, no, that's 60. Okay. So Turkey's in the 40%, Sweden's in the 40%, Germany's in the 40%, and Germany being in the 40% is peak. That's peak as fuck. Cause the prices are gonna overnight, start doing backflips. It's gonna be immense. Funny as hell. So the UK government will ban all imports of Russian oil. Its latest sanctions move against Vladimir Putin's administration over the war in Ukraine. The measure, taken in concert with the US, will be phased in over the rest of 2022. Business Secretary Kwasi Kwarteng said the ban applies to refined products such as diesel, which the UK relies on Russia for about a third of its imports. It won't apply to natural gas. Oh, okay, so they're not doing it on natural. Yeah, if they're doing it on natural gas, but it's yeah. Oh man, it's that's when it gets peak, because I think Russia for Europe applies an obscene amount. So the British government has been looking for ways to further put the pressure on the Putin regime after sanctioning its banks and a number of tycoons. Yeah, the banks is peak. There was a customer who came in to my workplace today. I wasn't there, but a girl told me like he had a Russian card, he had a Russian account. He tried to pay for something, the shit did not work. Like through as hell, through as bro. This is peak. It's peak. Anyone that's Russian with a Russian account, and one girl, she's Canadian. She was telling me like opening a bank account ain't even easy over here. There's certain like of the like banks that are linked to apps like Revolut, like Monzo in the UK. I think in the US they got them as well. But there, there'll be different brands. I think Revolut might be in America as well. But it's like if you want to go to like a mainstream bank like a Barclays, a HSBC, a First Direct, a Santander, then it's peak. Saying like you gotta have a certain amount of money in there and a variety of details to basically be able to pull that off. As such, hell, that's it's peak, because he's through. Man's like all these monies. If he's all these money's tied up in them accounts, bro, it's a mess. Imagine if he's getting paid and it's going into that account, through as hell, through as hell. So it says, man's gonna be living off credit cards that he can't even pay off. The direct debit ain't gonna be coming out at the end of the month. Dunzo. Bruv, yo, them sanctions. And that's a funny thing as well. Is like people talking like sanctions ain't gonna do shit. They don't really like that. That shit is fucking with the nation's money. That's when it starts getting peak. That's when extreme actions need to be taken. The British government has been looking for ways. So Boris Johnson's government has been criticised for some elements of its response to the war in Ukraine, such as the speed of processing visas for Ukrainian refugees and the number of wealthy Russian individuals sanctioned relative to the US and EU. Banning Russian oil will put further upward pressure on energy prices in the UK, where Britain's already face a cost of living crisis due to soaring inflation. Yeah, and a tax burden on course to be the highest since 1950s. Yeah, fucking hell, innit? Yeah. Next month, April, that new tax year, just it's gonna be immense. Man's gonna be like that. Them taxes are gonna be feeling like your balls are in a vice grip, man. All that money just being taken, man. The fucking energy prices. Holy shit, people driving now, bruh, filling up the tank is gonna increase, and at a rate that's gonna be mad, because it's like all countries are gonna need oil, and it's funny as well because like America has there's countries with hella reserve. Well, America has hella reserves, but they ain't even. Well, they're not gonna be looking to loose the barrels up, because hey, that shit's gonna be increasing in value. So UK's imports of Russian oil totaled about £4 billion last year, according to Bloomberg calculations based on monthly data from the Office for National Statistics. The figure, which includes crude oil and refined products, amounts to 13.4% of total oil imports from all countries. That's actually kind of wild. The figure for diesel alone is much higher. So yeah, the diesel prices are gonna fucking hit the moon, man. They're gonna be shooting past the moon. Elon Musk Tesla that's flying out somewhere. It's gonna blast through that. And it's gonna be man are gonna be feeling choked out, man. Man are gonna be in the octagon with no ground game, and the guys on their back and they're tapping out, man. They're gonna be done the fuck out, man. This is immense. So the figure for diesel, okay. So the EU is still divided over how to tackle Russian fossil fuel imports and weaning other European countries off Russian oils. Raw oil is a bigger ask. Yeah, bruv. If them man need that shit to keep their economy running, there's no way in hell. So Russia's still gonna have, and it's gonna get peak. Because if they're then like get sanctions on them, or they basically get internationally condemned for still fucking with Russia, they're just gonna it's gonna get immense. And Germany's in that Germany's in that as well. And Germany is legit the the core strength of the whole EU. And this is how you can see how this is building up to what they shall hate the whore and burn her with fire. Um. Fossil fuel imports of okay, that's because almost all of the UK's refineries are supplied with shipments of crude oil by ship, meaning they have greater flexibility to import supplies from different countries. Other refineries across Europe are much more deeply entrenched to Russia's main export blend, Urals crude. Plants such as Germany's PCK Schwedt and Luna or Poland's Plock are directly connected to Russia's expansive network of pipelines, yeah? That Nord Stream 2, I believe, which that was the EU deal. And now that needs to be thrown in the bin and set on fire and then shot and then chokeslammed into the abyss. And it's bro, it's gonna be peak. People when and that's the thing, it's like it's not even the midst of winter, but there's still a bit of a chill. It's like if a cold front comes through, end of the month, people are gonna be fucking fainting when they see them bills. When they go to the fucking petrol station, bruv, they're gonna be passing out as they're watching the fucking number go up, man. They're like, the tank's not even at fucking 25% and I'm done. Jeez, man, I'm gonna be driving around on 5% tanks with the light on, the indicator on, saying like, yo, you need to fill up. Trying to stretch that shit out as long as possible. You might even get people fucking panic buying again. Other refineries across Europe are much more blah 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 blah. I read that. So updates are thinking, okay, and that's it. But peak. It's gonna be felt. Peak as all hell. Man are gonna be feeling it. It's gonna be immense. Revelation 17 and stuff in 15 it says, and he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the horse sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. Yeah, the 10 horns. These different nations that were allied with America, all these guys in EU and NATO, they're basically gonna be they're gonna have to turn on America, man. It's funny as well because it's like the oil barrels. You're gonna have countries where it's gonna start getting peak, and we'll see if America starts loosening up barrels to kind of like temper out the price. As if, man. But we'll see. And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Yeah. These nations are basically all gonna have a bone to pick. They're all gonna be looking to come against they're all going to be looking to come against, come against America, man. Finish them, guys. It's, bruv, you can see. Because, like it said, the EU nations, they're entrenched with Russia. So, boy, they're going to feel it. But, yeah, I'll leave it there. Shalom. Shalom.